Okay, call to order this regular meeting of the Lancaster Select Board. Note a few things. First, that this is being recorded, and I thank you for that. We are going to start with the roll call. Ms. Turner.
Here.
Mr. Allison.
Here.
Mr. Kerrigan is here. So all present and accounted for. Now I'm going to pull up our agenda. It is a brief one. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from, let me get it, from, I believe, our last meeting, but let me just pull it up.
Mr. Chair, I could offer a motion to approve.
Yeah, they're for both the 20th and the November and the 18th of December.
Yep, a point of order. Sorry, Alex. So
Yes.
the November 20th is the draft ones that I was hoping to wait for a piece of information to
Got
be
it.
available. So I'd ask that we leave the 20th in draft, and Alex, if you're to motion maybe just the 18th, that would be my ask.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. So I'll offer a motion to approve the minutes of December 18th, 2023.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, the meeting we discussed the government study committee's present time frame, and I know that they're supposed to come back to us in January. It was sort of a fluid discussion. My understanding was today, but that's fine. We received a draft from them today, which I haven't had a chance to look at or
Yep,
digest.
they're coming on the 22nd.
Okay.
So is there a question about the minutes though?
Yes, so I just wanted to put in so we stay on task, because the concern when we had the discussion with them was that both we could keep this moving along and that they would present in January, which they did. So I guess if we could add that part of the discussion, just that they would give us.
Are you making a motion to amend the minutes?
Yeah. So I'll make a motion, offer a motion to amend the minutes of December 18th to reflect that we requested, or that they offered to present us a draft proposal by tonight, January 8th, 2023, and present to us in January.
2024.
2020, I'm sorry, 2024, yes. And present to us in January, just so we have a record of the timeline that we're trying to keep them to. So that's my amendment.
Okay. Is there a second?
It's factual, it's what we said.
Well, but you remember, minutes aren't, they're not supposed to be word for word. It's just they're a summary of what happened in a meeting.
Correct. I just wanted everybody to be on the same page as far as the time frame goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seconding only just because I just don't know. I would want to double check. If we're going to be that explicit, I'd want to confirm that that was.
Then I will say.
So the motion fails for lack of unless you want to withdraw it.
I can leave it and we can fail. That's fine.
Fails for lack of second. Okay. Any further discussion on the motion to approve the minutes?
I would ask that we leave it in a draft form until we've had a chance to, until you and Jason have had a chance to look back, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm fine with them the way they're written, but if you'd like to leave them in draft form, I think we need to, if there's a specific change, yeah, I would just ask my colleagues if there are specific changes to minutes, if you can send them to Kate in advance of the meeting rather than having this, because it'd be a lot cleaner and we probably can just approve things. So that would just be my suggestion. So are you asking to withdraw the motion to, this is the longest minute approval motion in history?
Yeah,
Are you asking to remove the motion to approve the minutes and you're asking to table it?
Yes, please.
Or, huh?
I will withdraw the motion to approve the minutes.
Okay.
I'd
So
like to
now
offer
there's
a
no,
motion to, I'd like to offer a motion to approve the December 18th, 2023 regular minutes.
second. Any discussion?
I just think that we should include the timeline. That was something that we spoke a lot about. It was critical to that, so, but it's okay.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Mr. Allison?
Aye.
Mr. Kerrigan, aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Ms. Turner? Okay.
Opposed. Okay.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is administration, budget, and policy, and that is discussion and determinations relative to historical society belongings and questions. Mr. Allison, you are the sponsor of this agenda item.
All right, teammates. I'm just trying to contribute a little brevity. I don't
Brevity would be great. Levity is fine too, but brevity would be fantastic.
I've only been in Lancaster 16 years, so I've seen some things. I just haven't seen everything. I was hoping to talk about some really positive news tonight, but I just learned something hour and a half, 2 hours ago that I need to share with the board, and I'll make my proposal and we'll decide what we want to do. And I have to do this in open session, as everyone knows, because of open meeting. So I have been corresponding with the Historical Society. I am the liaison to the commission, Historical Commission. I've been talking with the society about the removal of items. And I had felt that we'd had some very good professional conversations, professional disagreements, yes, but some professional conversations. And about a week ago, a new email address got added to the correspondence. And that email address is a lawyer who currently represents a member of the society on a different legal matter with the town. So I didn't really make note of it. I just thought it was, I don't know, keeping somebody in the loop. But wait, there's more. I come to find out that I guess what I've been told is that the Historical Society, I just found out this today, like 5 o'clock, the society is being represented by that same lawyer against the select board for keeping their property, something like that. I'll let Kate clarify that, but that's my understanding. So as much as I would love to give some kind of good conversation here, my advice for this board is to have another meeting to enter executive session and talk about pending litigation. Kate, have I corresponded that accurately?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I had gotten an email from Adam Sims asking me to call him. And he had just asked if there was something in the works to get their stuff back to them, to the society stuff back to them. And I said Jason was handling it, so Adam will likely reach out to Jason. And I did give Adam a copy of the access agreement that I think, Steve, you had worked with town council on.
Yeah.
So that was the extent of what I did, was just forward it along. So everybody seems to have a copy of it. But I did say that the separation of assets or whatever was really going through Jason. I was just trying to give information so he didn't violate open meeting law.
Right. And to be clear, for those paying attention at home, this has to do with the possessions that the Historical Society, which is a nonprofit, not a town agency, not part of the town government at all, has on town property, which Kate and town staff have put property into the exhibit room at the Prescott building. We have drafted and they've responded to this agreement for access to take we've been waiting for them to take it away from town property because it doesn't belong to the town. So we don't want it on town property because a lot of reasons. And they have sent a supplemental list of items that for some reason, they seem to desire we go through that before they take their current existing materials out of the exhibit room. So this is all a lot more complicated than it needs to be. I've urged them time and time again, and Jason has as well, to come and take the things that are in exhibit room that are not in conflict. We agree entirely that they belong to the Historical Society and they should come and take them and remove them. And then we can deal with other stuff, which we believe very much belong to the town at a later date. But now, according to what I'm just hearing from my colleague, not only are they, who knows what they're doing. We just know there's a lawyer involved now, which is so fun.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that the society was not forthcoming with this, because I as the liaison was operating in good faith, right?
Yeah.
And yes, there were some disagreements, and yes, we have to talk about who really owns things, because you have to have those conversations. But I almost feel like I was kind of stabbed in the back a little bit, and not quite happy about that. But Lancaster got a Lancaster, so here we are. And I would say we had an agenda item for next meeting to go in executive session to discuss pending litigation.
So can I ask a
Yep.
question about that? First, sorry, Jason, I understand you're a liaison to the Historical Commission because that's a town board. The society was, I don't think are you a liaison to that as well, a nonprofit?
I don't
No,
know.
I think I can answer this by saying that the Historical Commission and the town have ownership of the additional items that the society is claiming ownership of, and so that's where his liaison status comes into play. It's just in protecting the town assets.
Okay. And there's a lot of lawyers in town, out of town, whatever, that are on this, and I don't know this. Is the attorney's name based on what you said?
Yeah,
Mr. Sims?
I don't know why you would say a name out loud.
Well, because I'm just following what Kate.
I'm not confirming or denying any names being said. I'm just.
No. I just asked Kate. But
Why, can we just like not go that route?
Doesn't matter. We can call it Mr. Mr. and Miss X, Ms. X. What I'm saying is, because if there is litigation, we usually get notified, and it's a very formal process. People can say.
I was notified today that the Historical Society has retained counsel because they're unsatisfied with how I'm handling things.
Okay. And any litigation that I don't know about, has the town been served, or have we been notified of any litigation?
He just told you. That's all I know is what he knows, and I just heard it at the same time you did.
I think it started at like 2:00 today. And then it kind of, it's the best I got.
We haven't been served papers. We haven't been served papers.
Okay. All right.
Although I will encourage folks, if they're watching this meeting, if and when it airs, and they belong to the Historical Society, there's a room full of your things that we are thrilled for you to come and get, and remove from town.
Well, I'll just say now that now the lawyer's involved, it's not. I don't think anything's simple anymore. But I would.
No, I agree with you. But the undisputed stuff, I'm perfectly fine. It's better for us to remove it from town property. But you're right.
And we wrote a letter through council, so we just want to move on.
We did a letter through council because, well, you mean the access agreement?
Mm-hmm.
It's just to make sure that they're removing what's in there and not anything else.
Well, there's also damage.
There's also damage done to the room. Yeah. So, but at any rate, thank you for the update, Kate. We can handle what we need to relative to back into this at the next meeting. Yes.
Sorry, I was trying to do a peace sign. The blur got in my way.
It looked like you were doing something different, so I'm glad you clarified that. Okay. Next item on the agenda are appointments. We were notified by the co-chairs of the Historical Commission that they have two individuals that they would love to have appointed as associate members of the Historical Commission: Ann Fuller of 15 Langan Road for a term to expire June 30th, 2027, and John Murphy of 12 Burbank Lane for a term also to expire on June 30th, but 2026. We are excited to see new people wanting to get involved in the Historical Commission, and we thank the co-chairs. Yes, Mr. Allison.
I've been attending commission meetings and a delightful bunch. I made a joke in the commission meetings that it's much nicer to attend those meetings than these. It
Then
feels like
these, oh, that's nice. That's sweet.
it feels like
Well,
it's
look, Karen's
like
a much nicer
relaxed
chair than I
time.
am.
Everybody has their, their place, their happy place, and the co-chairs there are doing an amazing job. And the two new people, Alex, they told their life stories, just so you know, and very exciting life stories. So I did hear them. They may not present them tonight, but the two new members did come to commission meetings, and the commission voted unanimously to bring them on, and they're wonderful people.
Sounds good.
So
Is there a motion?
I would offer a motion to approve the appointees Ann Fuller and Mr. Murphy as suggested by the Historical Commission.
So Fuller term to expire 6/30/27, and John Murphy term to expire 6/30/26.
Yes.
Yes.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Just
Signify by
a quick point, Steve, under discussion is I think that they're wonderful additions, and I see no problem with them running our gauntlet. We offer people per our policies and procedures the opportunity to say something if their first time. And I see Ann is here. I don't know if
I don't
And
see
a
anything.
member of the memorial committee. So
no.
it's not new.
right. No, not new to certainly to Lancaster by far. Generations back.
Okay, so I would suggest when we're about to, there. Why don't we approve them, and then if they'd like to say anything, that's fine. We're in the middle of a motion, so
Ready?
which you made. So I just want to make sure we are sticking with the motion you made, and then
Yep.
we can certainly offer them an opportunity to say something if they wish. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Ms. Turner,
Aye.
Mr. Allison,
Aye.
Mr. Kerrigan, aye. Congratulations to Ms. Fuller and to Mr. Murphy. To either of you, I don't see Mr. Murphy on here. But Ann, do you want to say anything?
Just that my address is wrong.
Oh, all right. Well, then
Yeah,
we appointed a whole other Ann Fuller.
I'm a stickler for details anyway, to tell you.
We appointed a whole different Ann Fuller then, maybe. What's your address?
185.
185. Oh, got it.
Karen
All right.
did correct the record, just, she had sent a subsequent email.
Ah,
It's already after the agenda went out, so the appointment paperwork is accurate.
perfect. Do they have to go to the town clerk and get sworn in?
Yes.
So Ann, make your way with all due haste, not tonight, but to the town clerk to get sworn in, and we'll spread the word to John as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for your willingness to serve. We appreciate it. And thanks to the co-chairs. I see Karen on, and everybody who has been such a great part of this. All right. Next on our agenda is merely to let you know that the town offices will be closed on Monday, January 15th, 2024, in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And our next select board meeting will be Monday, January 22nd, 2024. With that, the agenda is complete. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Ms. Turner,
Aye.
Mr. Allison.
Aye.
Mr. Kerrigan, aye. Thank you all very much. The meeting is adjourned.